The boys come, look. The boys come. The boys come, look. The boys come again.
Yeah, it's no more free Dougie B, but it's soon be an RIP. Ah, yeah. It's no more free Dougie B, but it's soon be RIP.
Where the mama this talking like that? Where the mama?
He right there. Where? He right there.
Niggas,
Don't run!
niggas doing drills on IG Live?
Touch me, you heard? So we still on the know, like, word of my mother, word to my life.
Around 11:30 Sunday night by the corner of East 178th Street and Webster Avenue in the Bronx, police say two men pulled scooters up next to a cab Medrano was taking to a recording studio. They then shot him in his head and chest.
What up, gang? Back with the real. You know what's the deal. The gang wars with rappers in the hood never stops. And the Bronx has been paving the streets with the blood of youngins wildin' and acting reckless on live. I'm talking not giving a damn about any live.
Scooters, bro, that's insane. They slow for that? For scooters? I mean, scooters are very maneuverable. And then at that, scooters are easily, like, hidden or disposed of. It's not like a car. It's not hard to get rid of a scooter, bro.
Filming themselves, riding around the block.
And then plus with the pandemic, you could wear masks around. Nobody gonna say nothing to you.
Lurking.
Yeah, okay, nigga. Everybody got masks on.
And running down on ops to wanting to murk their own family member. It's crazy out there, especially with Bronx rapper K Flock, who we're gonna focus on today. Everything
Nigga said drill smarter, not harder. This is insane, the world we're living in.
I just said is under the rapper's resume of savage shenanigans, and it gets even worse. Let's chop it up and break down his growing list of beefs and his mentality that anyone can get smoked anywhere, anytime. The Bronx is known for having their legends in the rap game, from Fat Joe to KRS-One to Remy Ma and Slick Rick. But the youngins have created a new wave of hip-hop that takes the drill trend, popularized by Chicago, and turn it into Brooklyn drill with their own style and twists. It has seen the rise of young rappers with talent to make it to the top.
Why you
But
talk
that
like
new
that? I don't
gateway
know.
to fame
TK, you wear ski masks, bro? Sometimes.
has a curse that follows around rappers and hood savage K Flock like a dark cloud. Kevin Perez, also known as K Flock, is a member of the Blood Set around East 187th Street in the hood known as Side. The set has been locked in a growing beef with rival Bronx gang known as YGs, which stands for Young Gunners. Breaking down the history of the beef of how the two collided would involve diving into how the OGs, original goons, and YGs fell out when one two-timed the other. You can drop a comment letting me know if you like a separate video detailing the full backstory. For now, we'll focus on K Flock and the dangerous life he lives. From just 2020 to present time, K Flock has accomplished big milestones in the music industry. He's become one of the most favored to reach Pop Smoke status out of the Bronx and take the drill sound even higher. Crazy how we never would have known of his talent if it wasn't for his homies, B Love and Dougie B. The trio grew up together since they were little, going to school.
Yeah. How far back y'all go? Like, how long have y'all known each other? Like, oh, so y'all grew up together.
Yeah, I used to live.
He used to live over there.
On that side.
Okay.
I used to live over there.
Gotcha.
I used to live on Coleman, so it's not. Yeah, I used to go to school there.
But B Love had a thing for rapping first and pushed K Flock to hit the studio and pursue the rap lane so they can all blow up and not be tangled up in the street life they were living. In this interview just shown, where he says when he got home, he's actually referring to being free after finding himself behind bars. This was all
Swole ass nigga. Why all prison pictures kind of look the same, bro? This is a typical prison picture, bro.
home. He's actually referring to being free after finding himself behind bars.
Nigga looked like he went to prison and learned a few things. Nigga went to prison and gained new knowledge, became Muslim.
This was also where he really changed his mindset to pursuing rapping when he got out and encouraged Dougie B to do the same after both were behind bars together at one point.
Trap Geek and Trapler Ross better make a video on discuss this nigga videos is trash. He just be oozing the same drill beat over and over.
Dudes, appreciate 12 months.
Doubled down on his mindset, releasing one of his first ever public tracks titled FTO in May 2020. The song was a remix to 22G's
Scum, 1 year with TK, and what a year it was. Love you all boys, $come 4L.
Love you, my guy. Appreciate the year.
He gang freestyle and instantly set him on the path to gaining recognition on the mic. His buzz rose up the ranks, releasing back-to-back bangers like Op Spotter featuring B Love with a viral dance for the track, Speed Racing featuring B Love, and Brotherly Love featuring B Love and Dougie B that took them into the spotlight.
So when this record came out, obviously it blew up.
K-Flock was off like a rocket, and his mans and them was right behind. By summer 2021, he was dropping hits like Being Honest and getting one of Chirac's illest, G Herbo, on the remix. K-Flock had it, the cadence, the emotion, the bars, the flow. He had everything to be the star he was becoming, but his street habits and lifestyle were like a part of him he couldn't let go. That's who he was.
Like MPs. Get back gang, not setback gang. Glock, I know you're idolizing gang violence.
And it was seen in everyday life. Dude was ready for smoke with the entire Bronx. On any given day, Flock would round up the gang and hop in the whip to go op hunting in the streets. Not only that, but he'd record the entire thing on live. Even though he was now popular in the music scene, he loved the streets. When he found a target, K-Flock wasn't gonna clout for the cam. Bro stops the whip, hops out, and walks down on the ops, leaving them running. That alone should tell you, this man is the real deal Holyfield. His drill raps are because he actually drills. This ain't Bob the Builder. This is K-Flock, the driller.
He right there. Where? He right there. Don't run, nigga!
Don't run, nigga. Y'all seen that video on Twitter where the white guy was doing a breakdown of K-Flock song? And he's like, gra, 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 suck my dick.
K-Flock's hothead was clear in his demeanor, and
funny,
he had the
bro.
craving,
The lawyer, yeah.
a combo that often saw him ready to...
Nigga was narrating, he was like, okay, that's not a homophobic gesture. He's just a way of disrespecting somebody from New York. Nigga said, gra, 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 suck my dick.
to expose himself to danger when confronted by anyone. This became a trend, even with his growing success. Anyone that came for him, he went as far as pulling up to their hood, in front of their building, testing their gangster.
Come outside, we in front of our building. Look, we in front of our building.
We were seeing the beefs on screen, but little did we know, deadlier ones were brewing in the streets where lives were being lost. In his song, Is You Ready?, released in August 2021, a bar went over our heads. Starting off his verse, he said, "Go ask my ops, it get ugly. I could do shh like Ice did to Sonny." Studying the bar deeper, it's a reference to the hood classic, Paid in Full, where Sonny's uncle, Ice, kidnapped him to do him dirty. Then, the connection came to light. Turns out, K-Flock was in a heated beef with a family member, and that family member was the YG's banger, D-Thang, who was K-Flock's cousin. D-Thang heard the subliminal and responded, confirming their beef and that the line was meant for him.
He ain't related to me. Like Ice did to Sonny. Can't wait to see Auntie now. Huh. Just gonna learn today, I ain't gonna lie. So stop playing with me, bro. Gangsta, bro. So stop playing with me in they raps, bro.
Their fallout dates back to the beef between the YGs and OGs, inherited by K-Flock's set, Sev's side, for having connections to the OGs, who he has shouted out in interviews before.
Niggas be beefing with their cousins. Your mama's sister, son. That's crazy.
I F's with my real OGs. That's the original goons, gangster. But what persons didn't know was that casualties were occurring behind the beef. This dates back even further, but in relation to K-Flock and D-Thang, a central point was K-Flock associate Jerry Elliott, also known as J-Rip. J-Rip was caught lacking by his ops on July 2021.
Why you say it like that? Caught lacking by his ops.
No.
Niggas sound like such a federal agent.
It's J-Rip. J-Rip
Niggas sound like he's reading a script for a fucking briefing.
was caught lacking by his ops on July 2021 around 3:15 p.m. on East 187th Street near Prospect Avenue in the Belmont section when they hopped out the whip, pointed the strap, and let off shots. J-Rip was hitting his leg and chest multiple times while outside the Angels Cafe with another friend that dipped and got away. Jay ran into the cafe where he collapsed and was taken to St. Barnabas Hospital where he was pronounced deceased. Cops would later reveal that J-Rip was a known gangster who was arrested 8 times, including for burglary and assault, and spent time in juvie. They also released details saying that he lost his life as retaliation for the gang-related drilling of 19-year-old YG's affiliate, Tyquil Doherty, that happened prior. cops would arrest a suspect shooter for the murking of J-Rip, but not before K-Flock's Sevside camp could get revenge for the passing of their homie J-Rip. What's even more crazy, the retaliation was one of D-Thang's mans who just a week earlier was dissing K-Flock on live, begging for Flock to come with the smoke.
Like, what's pop out? Yeah, yo, K-Flock, pop out right now.
Niggas be getting smoked over 6 IG live viewers, man. I swear I've never seen no shit like this in my life, bro. They should have never gave you niggas the internet, bro.
Right now, as we speak, nigga, wanna make sure.
He got his request just hours after J-Rip was murked. The give back was swift and gruesome of Ramon Gil Medrano, also known
like, bro,
as Rajid. Reports state he was on his way to a recording studio when he got.
Around 11:30 Sunday night by the corner of East 178th Street and Webster Avenue in the Bronx, police say 2 men pulled scooters up next to a cab Medrano was taking to a recording studio. They then shot him in his head and chest.
Both K-Flock and D-Thang taunted each other on live, dissing both of their fallen mans. The beef is still continuing, and
this shit is crazy, bro. It's insane because this is real life, bro. These niggas is really killing each other for no reason, bro, over some words, bro.
It involves other underlying altercations between the two sets, but that's an entire vid by itself that I can work on. If you
how you get caught in a cab, bro, I don't know, but that shit had to be a setup.
You guys would like a breakdown. With all this going on, you think K-Flock would slow down, but hell nah. If anything, bro was all gas. Still riding around looking for ops.
Over here, they knowing that, bro. Take a left, matter of fact. Take a left and go through this.
See, these young niggas need to learn, bro.
Know somebody over here, bro. Real shit. Bro, where y'all at, bro? Where y'all Lori Long at?
Pulling up, getting into it with cops.
And they got their cameras off, y'all. Look at this nigga, y'all. Look at him. That nigga clown.
The only black cop over here, and he's a dick sucker.
Dissing fallen ops. And ready to end the life of anyone that violates.
EPK.
These young niggas is really crazy. They try to hold the image, but dog, it takes a lot to do that, bro. These niggas is smoking niggas behind this shit, bro.
That energy was King Talk, and he claimed that title as the King of the Bronx for real. This brought his next beef that ended in teeth being knocked out and dudes literally getting the hoodie stolen off their back. Bronx drill.
Wait, so Ron Suno created the drill scene in the Bronx? Is this what they saying?
Then teeth being knocked out and dudes literally getting the hood.
$1. K is done. I guess he really do up IT in the Marys.
I guess, hey, listen, no bullshit. Hey, I respect it. At least he was about what he talked about. He do up it in the Marys. He said he don't give a fuck if he design it. He gonna up it.
Hoodie stolen off their back. Bronx drill rapper Ron Suno took offense to K-Flock claiming King of the Bronx because that title belonged to him.
Talking about King of the Bronx this, King of the Bronx that. And can't even go band for band with me though, you heard? If you the King of the Bronx, you gotta show me more than 100K or better, you heard? And talk about drill this, drill that. I don't gotta do no drills, I got gonna do that for me, respectfully. Remember?
The two went back and forth, throwing jabs at each other online. The beef escalated from online to in person when the two and their crews saw face to face at Rolling Loud. It was an all-out brawl that had even security in the mix, throwing hands, trying to get control of the situation. Jaws was getting rocked left, right, and center. After the brawl, both sides took to online in typical modern day street.
See, that's the thing I don't get about street beefs nowadays. Why would you do shit and then put it on the internet? Like, and that's the thing. That's another thing. Niggas aren't going on IG Live to diss other niggas. It's kind of police-like because you're essentially going on the internet and saying, hey, we got beef. So if something happens to me, look at this nigga because me and him beefing. And it's like, real G's move in silence like lasagna. You handle your business, you keep
I got
it pushing.
footage of a young Ron Suno shirtless, dancing in Times Square with Kai.
Why?
Code to win fans to their side as the victor in the battle. Both sides claiming they beat the brakes off the other side. First, Flacco's homie said he was falcon punching dudes.
When y'all see his mouth, tell him to take a picture of his mouth right now. I knocked him out. Me, Sticky, I knocked him out.
Then, Suno's man said he was the one unleashing the clothesline from hell on the opposition.
Y'all niggas is running around with security. Security is fighting for y'all, and y'all running. Stop running.
It was one big back and forth, saying who was capping and who was doing the beating. Both switched to picture mode to taunt the other side. Ron Suno claimed he knocked some teeth out and had the injured knuckles as receipts. K-Flock said him and his team gave Ron Suno the smackdown. Ron Suno says his crew of 4 deep whooped Flock's crew of 30 deep. K-Flock's homie shares a pic of him putting a 300 Lil Reese combo on someone with a yellow Ford. Ron Suno's homie pulls more receipts, tells Dougie B to come.
I find it funny that the same niggas saying how could you do throw your life away are the same niggas that be saying he ain't rap what he live or the slide for Vontrolls LOL.
Bro, the thing I learned about the internet is that niggas don't care about half the shit they say. It's not the things they say, it's the reaction they get out of it. That's why half the things people say don't make sense. They're not really saying it to have any meaning. They just want to see how you react to it, bro. They don't really give a fuck. They just want a reaction. Everybody wants the attention, you feel me? It's a disease, bro. Everybody wants that reaction, that attention, you feel me?
Get his bloodied hoodie after they done him in. Dougie B switched things back to video mode to clear his name.
Fuck LPT, fuck Struggle.
Ron Suno followed, dropping a lengthy video clowning Block's crew.
Yo, how you gonna say you beat me and I got all? We just got busy with these. I got on my hand. Yo, bro, we went busy on y'all. I got on my hand. Bro, they was running, bro.
Luckily, no one lost their lives to this one, and hopefully it ends before that happens. K-Flock has a good thing going with music, even performing in front of thousands at Rolling Loud.
This nigga Jinx, what's his name, bro?
Hopefully, he can let the street life go and focus on making music for the streets. He's had enough losses to let it get in the way of his wins. It might be too late though, as not too long ago, he posted his cryptic message to his IG, hinting that he may be going to prison soon. If so, it's free K-Flock till it's backwards. He's too good a talent to lose it all to the streets. Don't forget.
Nigga said lose it all to the streets like he wasn't out here shooting niggas. This is crazy. I always think screaming free somebody who's murdered somebody is an insane way to go about it. Hey, click that. Click what?